feeling stuck in a rut, lack self-motivation, overwhelmed, I hear you. In business, there can be days when you feel as if you're stuck in a rut and lack the motivation. Things are not moving as you want, and you can end up feeling trapped and overwhelmed. So many tasks, but yet none of them giving you that boost to fly through your day. In fact, it's more like wading through mud. So what can you do on days like this? Here are my 3 ways to climb out of your rut. Number 1, size matters. If it's a case of overwhelm or lack of motivation, then size really does matter. If you're looking at a mammoth task or so many you can't focus, then you need to scale it down. What's the smallest micro step that you could take to move it forward? It may be reading the first paragraph or opening the file. It could be typing the first line, any line, and just do it. Don't worry about the task to follow. Just get that first step done. It may only take a few minutes, but now you've done that and you're further forward. Either use that momentum to take the next small step, or stop and planning the next step for later. Keep on top of things like this with micro steps to keep you moving forward, and build the momentum by recognizing that you are progressing. Focus on the next micro step, not the overwhelm of a huge goal or task. Number 2, take time to stop and recharge. Sometimes there are days when your mind and your body just give up on you. Perhaps you've been trying to cope under tremendous pressure, or plough through when things just don't feel right. In the end, if you don't take the time to stop, yourself will. It may come out as flu-like or sickness symptoms. It may just be a full mental overload. But there are times when you just have to recognise that today is the day that you have to stop for the sake of your own health and well-being. If there is something that really can't be put on hold until the next day, and we're talking really critical here, then just get done what critically has to be completed. If it can be put off, then make that task the key focus for the first thing the next day. Either way, decide on something to be your focus to start back on the next morning. Give your subconscious mind a positive focus. Then just take the time out. Go for a walk, go for a coffee, sit down and read. Just chill and relax. Relieve the physical and mental symptoms and give your body and mind the chance to recharge. Come back the next day feeling more refreshed and better able to cope, and get on with that focused task that you set the first thing to get your momentum going again. Number 3, time for change? Is this lack of motivation and feeling in a rut more than just a fleeting occurrence? Perhaps it may be time for a bit of reflection and serious consideration if what you're doing is what you really want. Have you got sidetracked in your original plan, or just bumbling along with no real idea of where you're heading and why? Take the time to consider what you're doing and whether that needs to change. Think about how you're feeling and how long that has gone on for. What has changed? How do you want to feel, and what can you do to make that happen? It may be as simple as a small tweak to your routine to include something that you enjoy doing to make the regular change to your day. It could be a whole major shift in your life. Don't ignore the feeling. Plan to change it. If you want to increase your self-motivation, then my 10 ways to boost your motivation gives you plenty of suggestions for getting more positivity and feel-good factor into your day. Download your copy at amandaholges.co.uk/motivation and give yourself a motivational boost today. Now, I'm not brushing over the whole issue of serious mental health problems, and if this is the case, a quick few steps above that I come up with are not going to overcome the need for professional support and diagnosis. I know, I've been there. And if occasional days turn into regular days or weeks of feeling overwhelmed and despair, then seek advice and support to help you. It's important not to sweep things like this aside for too long. In the long term, consequences can be catastrophic. You need to take good care of yourself so you can achieve the success in business and life that you want to reach. So there you have my 3 ways to climb out of your rut. Number 1, take micro steps to move forward. Number 2, stop and recharge. And number 3, consider the need for change. And download my 10 ways to boost your motivation at amandaholges.co.uk/motivation. Until next time, speak soon.